Well, to Mexico now, and people are furious at a planned increase in petrol prices, the biggest in nearly 2 decades. The government's facing a backlash as it tries to liberalise the country's energy market. Now, Mexico is the world's 4th largest consumer of petrol or gasoline, and it does produce a lot of oil. But as Arabella Munro reports, it's not able to refine enough of it.
These protesters in Mexico City are demanding the resignation of the Prime Minister, Enrique Peña Nieto. They're angry after the government announced petrol costs would go up by as much as 20%, as it tries to end years of state-set prices. But some people say there's no infrastructure to support deregulation.
Yes, the gasoline issue is a problem, but the problem isn't that the price is going up. The problem is that for more than 30 years, they haven't built refineries. They steal all the tax money, and this leads to the country having to import gasoline.
Others are scared petrol price increases will mean a hike in other costs.
Food prices are going to go up. Everything is going to increase. In rural areas, people will starve to death. Transports are already expensive, so imagine how it's going to be after this gas hike. They don't care about us, and that's why we're here, so they realize that we are not satisfied, that we are angry about so much wrongdoing and corruption.
Mexico is a big exporter of crude oil, but it's not refining enough, leaving it increasingly dependent on imports, especially from the United States. The state petrol company Pemex loses $3 billion every year bringing in gasoline, according to one analyst. The country hasn't had fluctuating gas costs since 1992, when the state began setting prices. But now, the maximum price will be set daily starting in February. The price hike is threatening to push up inflation, with economists already scaling their predictions up for this year. Bad news for the already struggling economy and leaving many Mexicans worried about their futures.
I don't know where this is going to stop, since the minimum wage is already not enough for basic supplies. Now, with this, we will be able to afford even less.
Mexico's new free market approach to its energy industry might pay off in the long run. But for now, the Prime Minister's approval ratings are going in the opposite direction of fuel costs. Arabella Munro, TRT World.